Yaran yilla domoro kadiyate.
Boy, janno sikes restaurant.
Sa nako be ninna dimbal. Nimba domoro kala janno.
Domoro seneyata adiyata topotoro fanan kendema bije. Luntan during tamala abeka domoro ki janni. Adi manda wala de. Teka we bijele anim fanan ka fadi jang ikono e fa. E ka fa minne ko pastry anim bakery. Iko fanan be kalele. Badde lomba conference lomba workshop lomba ye fo fendin lo dunia kono domoro betama nyillom international o tewoda number 1
amanke ba domola jandama
e sa domo jang is atariya
wo mu kubandi
sa nako sa futandin
oto sa nako be mu CK's restaurant
dafa nan janna mu yat ni manje dorom bijam
aban
CK's restaurant, known for best quality food and customer satisfaction.
diwli lanni maro lanni
fop lanni
awa joni mi anda honno gerdeten e ngaldo sabu e ngaldo Ibrahima Jonnal taw
members of the cabinet subcommittee on COVID-19, inclusive of all the cabinet ministers, our colleagues from sister institutions, senior government officials, as well as the Secretary General of the Gambia Bankers Association with team. Your Excellency, indeed this is another milestone in terms of receiving support at your level on behalf of His Excellency the President. Whilst we are now gearing up for a national response against COVID-19, which is already in the country, I think the government of the Gambia has taken a precautionary approach in line with the preparedness and response to the current pandemic. And the government, as we are aware, is working closely with all the relevant partners, and we are very pleased that the private sector, in terms of the Gambia's Bankers Association, are also following that line in terms of working collaboratively to implement strategies that will minimize or curb the transmission of this deadly disease. This, we are very pleased to have them, behind government to at least move the strategies to make sure that the whole country is protected. As a matter of fact, we know that diseases don't respect boundaries or respect borders. improving preparedness not only protects individual but also the whole continent at large, and more so our communities. I think today we are witnessing one of the most important support we are calling for, by having the Bankers Association to come to your level to support His Excellency in the fight against COVID-19. We know government cannot do it alone. Already government has released through the Ministry of Finance substantial amounts of funding at the level of the public sector, and I think what we are witnessing today is also a complementary package which is been long expected. The fight against COVID-19 is a very big one. It's not only the health sector response, but we have seen what COVID-19 has done in terms of changing the socio-economic dynamic of all other countries, with the Gambia inclusive. So there are big gaps in terms of humanitarian response, which government is also prepared for, and your coming today will therefore fill in that gap. So on that note, Your Excellency, it is my honor and privilege on behalf of the Secretary General, whom I should have acknowledged actually, to pass the baton to you, because we are now observing the social distancing and we cannot, keep everybody in the room. On that note, Your Excellency, it is my pleasure and singular honor for you to address the members of the association.
I think it's Mr. President. He should address us.
Okay. So now is the president. So, okay. So, Mr. President, it's all yours now.
Thank you very much. Well, first of all, I have to observe all the protocols. Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of the Gambia, Mr. Adama Barrow, Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Gambia, Dr. Aissatou Touré, the Secretary General, Head of Service, and also our Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs, the Honorable Minister of Health and Social Welfare, all cabinet ministers present. And I cannot forget my benefactor, the Governor of the Central Bank of Gambia. Thank you for joining us this afternoon on this laudable occasion. I want to first of all thank the Almighty God for the land of Gambia, for keeping us safe and for helping us contain the issues of the COVID-19. And then most importantly, want to appreciate the President for all the actions he has taken and all the directives he has given to us as citizens working and living in Gambia. We want to really appreciate the government of Gambia for all they are doing to keep the land safe and all the citizens safe. And we recognize these efforts and we appreciate what the government is doing. And as a private sector, as members of the private sector, particularly banks, we cannot but keep quiet and see things going on and not do something about it. And so we have come together as an association to support and partner with government. We have brought a token, just a token in appreciation, but we want to make sure that this is not just the first time, and we're going to work with the government to ensure that we continue to support the effort of the government and of course our central bank and the work of everything they are doing to make sure that COVID-19 is checked in Gambia and we're all safe. So it's not a long speech, it's just to say thank you very much for the opportunity, and we want to also make ourselves available that we will always be there. Anytime the government needs us, you can call upon us, that will support you to do the work of the governance and to ensure that this malign, this disease is kept at bay. Thank you very much.
Thank
you very much, Mr. President. I think that's a wonderful statement. Actually, this outbreak represents one of the major risks to the entire Gambian population, and we are very happy that your association has come in a big way, at least to hand over a fat check, a handsome check of 3 million Gambian dollars. I think this is one of the greatest gifts we have so far. And I must also use this occasion, with your permission, Ma, to also acknowledge those who had also presented similar checks in the past. So actually, this will put government in a very good position, really, to strengthen our fight against COVID-19. But before doing that, let me also acknowledge the presence of the Governor General of the Central Bank, and of course, all the managing directors, and to observe all other protocols. On that note, Your Excellency, I think it's my, I don't know whether the Minister will want to say something. Honorable Minister, do you want to say something? Okay. So, so I think you can come over, Mr. President, to hand over the check.
President. They call it you president here.
And you are the president of the bank.
Minister for Finance.
Social distancing.
Thank you.
So thank you so much, Mr. President, for that wonderful gesture. So we believe that, in the check it is written Minister of Health and Municipalities. So I'm sure the Minister for Local Government would be happy. The Minister for Local Government would be happy. So I think this is good news. So, because inevitably government will have to implement its strategies through, of course, the municipalities and the local authorities.
Your Excellency, I think the president is here from the horse's mouth. What is the distribution?
It is in the document I've read.
So I just want to make sure that the local government...
Don't worry, I will solve that problem.
I'm sure he will have a lion's share. So on that note, Your Excellency, so it's my pleasure to hand this to you.
Thank you very much. Yes, the President of the Bankers Association, the Governor of the Central Bank of the Gambia, Secretary General, Ministers present here today, the private sector, the MDAs, all other protocols respectfully observed. I wish to take this opportunity to thank the Bankers Association for such a lofty contribution, a great contribution that they have made towards the COVID-19, and to express the appreciation of His Excellency President Barrow for giving him the support for which he is the primary duty bearer of taking and leading this country towards fighting the battle of COVID. He extends his appreciation for the great contributions that the Bankers Association has made, and to tell you that this is going to go towards a lot of support, as it is clearly spelled out in your document. I had the privilege of reading it. It's for the Ministry of Health and the 8 regions of the municipalities, with clearly spelled out sums that are supposed to go to them. We want to say thank you very much for considering the whole country. You have been doing it, but you've done it again. And we appreciate the efforts that you have said and the promises you have made to continue with us in this battle. As you already know, this support is just the beginning of many that we are expecting to see, and we appreciate this great gesture. It is a big fight that has health, socio-economic, and political implications. There is no doubt that no any country or any government can do it alone. We are very appreciative of that and aware of that, and we will do our best to work together with partners, with institutions, with organizations and philanthropic organizations and individuals to move towards fighting this serious disease, this pandemic that is touching the whole world. We are not an island, and we know what the already developed and robust systems are facing much more. Gambia, who is also taking unawares like any other country. We have a lot of work to do. We all know the implications of resources to fight this battle, both financial, technical, and all sorts of support that is needed. And we look forward to work with you in this battle to move forward. The President sends his appreciation to say thank you very much and to say that this money will be put into full use. On behalf of myself, I want to say thank you, being the chairperson of the COVID-19 pandemic. And on behalf of the ministerial subcommittee who are present here today to receive this check, we want to say that we will do our best. We are ready to work with you, and we appreciate the gesture. Ministry of Finance, the check is supposed to go through you as the minister responsible for the fiduciary responsibilities of this government to ensure that it goes through the processes that is needed for the various institutions that are supposed to make use of it to benefit from that. We can assure you any resources we receive, any amount that comes, will go towards fulfilling COVID-19 pandemic in ways that will benefit the population. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for that wonderful statement on behalf of His Excellency and by extension the Cabinet Subcommittee. I think we have come to the end of the program, and with your kind permission and your indulgence, I ask the august body to pray so that those who are affected, God can give them the strength to recover and also help government at least to roll back the COVID-19. Can we pray, please? Thank you.
Yes, the next batch. Please, let's receive the next batch. Paul, let the next batch. No. Well, don't do this.
yara ñilla domoro ka diaten
boy jannon CK's restaurant
e sa nakko be ni na dimbal nimbe domoro kala janno
domoro seneyata adiyata topotoro fanan kendema bije luntan during tamala abeka domoro ki janni adi manda wala de te ka we bijele anim fanan ka fadi jang ikono e fa e ka fa minne ko pastry anim bakery iko fanan be kalele badde lomba conference lomba workshop lomba ye fo fendin lon dunia kono domoro betama ñillom international o toda number 1
amanke ba domo la jandama
e sa domo jang is atariya
wo mu kubandi
sa nakko sa futandin
e oto sa nakko be mu CK's restaurant
ndafa na janna mu yat ni manje dorom bijam
aban
CK's Restaurant, known for best quality food and customer satisfaction.
diwli lanni maaro lanni
fop lanni
awa joni mi anda honno gerdeten e ngal ɗo sabu e ngal ɗo ibrahima jonnal taw joni mi anda se yahay kapitiki ñawloyoɗen ha humpodire e makko est ce que on noon e warude
waɗen no awa
ane kore ibrahima mama kon to woni
mimo amérique
ko amérique a woni kede humpitaki fiɓe musidɓe men baluwo
baluwo
ɓe andanɗa kala ko wawɗa wonde e aduna o si a rewi e juuɗe maɓɓe a jonnay ɗo dépassement o gambia hara no weeɓi a yahata kadi taw ko mbuɗi ɗi no ƴawi walla no jippi ɓe haalantama ko kala ko falɗa ko sengo ñamete ili nebba maaro basalle pomme de terre kala ko rewi ɗon a hendoto hara no weeɓi kadi wona ɗum ɗon tum ɓe aɓe jonnira e mobile phone siko ɗum kadi laptop kala ko wayrode ɗiɓe hay kasbawa ɓe wawma jonnude kadi sa fala humpitade ko weeɓi ƴettu google account ma on joni data ton waɗa download app maɓɓe on ayiyay kala ko humpima e maɓɓe ton ɓe weeɓiyama
ka wonɗa wo e aduna o
kala ko wawɗa
a jonnanayi wonɗo ka leydi men gambia ɗo dépense
hara no weeɓi ha ma si ɗum non fof no neeɓi immoɗen joni mi ɗowtama ka place maɓɓe jan
waɗen joni
iya heɓa ko falaɗa
waɗen kisam
When me touch down, better broke down.
With Gamtel G-Fiber, now you can enjoy super fast internet in gigabytes. G-Fiber is affordable, stable, secured, and accessible to homes, businesses, and enterprises. With Gamtel G-Fiber, the future is speed. Gamtel, creating a brighter future in communication.
That's how she became mine and see that.
In communication, connectivity is everything. We ensure that the links never sleep. Quantities and qualities, all in our data service, providing efficient, reliable voice and data service. We believe if you're not up to speed, then you're going backwards. Communications have to flow as fast as the speed of light. Whatever business you're in, having someone who understands your needs is critical. That is why we just don't offer you technology, we offer you solutions. Enjoy Gamcel's internet broadband anytime, anywhere. Your national operator, Gamcel, Yaibaram.
akeda di
ke mbijan ra ga nyaade
albaka
mbaka important
yo nga transfer la sto
ya transfer la
ha code nyinji
okay important nsila id soto
sa soto sorry akeda di
mbijan ro
albaka
mbaka
bara alla service o tariya mo ki janna nun kunu bara tariya
jannom yona forest de bureau gambia ton kon na no mbali ya bere birim koyna fo katon
bari si kodo kino katon nim fo bolon labe
56 branches mola soto gambia jam
ha
gambia kono ani gambia bantala bankol nko kodo kiya bere kodo sifa fo falindiro fo nyaadi lafta memmen na kodi to poto nin kodi maraw jannom number 1 di nyonta andum fana nata anoda enterprise sotale wolam nyindi ko domorol fana kol fana be firale de dadi mani domorol dir fana beteat gambia dawda yalo ngam fa kendol sotale je
wo moyo diat
apelenta
barka ba ya lafta nyelan kendol e binaji
yalo bu kanila ko la barka ba
yalo ndel ciosano lo
barka